How's it going, everybody? Sue here. You've joined us on a special week because this week we are playing music that were written by the fantastic duo of Goffin and King, Jerry Goffin and Carole King. And they were a married couple at the time, and they have written hundreds of songs and some of the best songs that we have ever heard. Today we are going to get to another one, and it is called Might As Well Rain Until September. And this one is going to be done by Helen Shapiro. And I've done Helen before on the channel, and a number of people have asked me for more of her stuff, so I thought this was a perfect time to do some stuff by the Goffin and King, but also get back to the amazing Helen Shapiro. Now, this song actually has been done by a number of people, including Carole herself. The song was originally supposed to be for Bobby V. It was written for him by Carole and Jerry. He kind of balked at it a little bit, but he did record it, but he didn't release it as the single. They had actually written another song for him earlier, which was Take Good Care of My Baby, so I think they wanted to kind of capture that again. But Helen's version is a version that I have never heard before. As a Canadian kid, I actually was very, very familiar with this particular song, but by a duo called Gary and Dave from Canada. And we used to hear it a lot back in the mid-1970s when they recorded. I believe they recorded it in 1974. So I'm very familiar with that. But I have listened to the Bobby V version as well as the Carole King version, but I had never heard Helen's version. So this should be really great to listen to what she's going to do with this particular song. And if you like maybe theme week, or you just like my channel and you have not subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you did. It really does help me a ton. And if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you care to, you can always become a member of my channel. All right, let's get right into it. I'm really excited about this because I do like this song a lot, but I've just never heard Helen's version of the song, but I remember being really blown away by her the last time I heard her. She has a really cool voice, so let's check it out. It Might As Well Rain Until September. This one came out for Helen in 1964, but this is actually in 1966 that she is performing it. Here we go.
What should I write? What can I say? How can I tell you how much I miss you? The weather here has been as
She's so
nice
good.
as it can be, although it doesn't really matter much to me. Everybody loves the summertime, but you know, darling, while your arms are out of reach, the summer isn't any friend of mine.
Wow, okay, I am really blown away by her version of the song. Actually, I think I've not heard the whole song, but this is the best version of the song that I have ever heard. I really liked the Gary and Dave version back in the day. It was fantastic. Carole did a good job as well, but I never did like the Bobby V version very much. What I like about this one is that she really kind of kept to the arrangement that Carole did so very well, and it does sound very similar to her version of the song. In Bobby's version, the drums were kind of a little bit, I don't know, it was a little bit different. It kind of sounded very old-fashioned when you consider it came out around the same time as this version of the song. And the drums were kind of like a little bit more country sounding, and I just didn't like the arrangement, and he kind of strayed a little too far off for me. Maybe a little bit too much easy listening sounding, but this one is fantastic. I love it. First of all, that riff that they're playing between the guitar and the drums at the same time, and they're going off beat. I love that. So they're kind of like on beat and then off beat, and it's just a really cool way of playing the drums and the guitar together. I really do like that a lot. But let's talk about Helen's voice. She is so amazing. It's so deep and sultry and jazzy sounding. It's got an R&B feel to it. And we were talking, a couple of us, like I know Jesse and Wayne, we were talking about some of the upbeat kind of nature to some of the songs that were, that was Carol's part, of course, writing all the music. And I remember in the discussions when we were talking about the Monkees, about how that particular song was very, very upbeat and fun, but the lyrics were quite dark. And in this case, the lyrics aren't quite so dark. It's just very sad, a lot of loneliness there, etc. She's very, very upset that she's not with basically the love of her life, I guess. And but again, this the music that Carol has made is just so phenomenal, and it's just got such a great beat. And it just, even though the song is sad, the lyrics are sad, the music is happy, and I love that. And that's one of the reasons too that Goffin and King were such a great partnership. Jerry wrote some absolutely fantastic lyrics, but Carol just was, just such a whiz bang when it came to writing the music for these particular songs. And I just love, Helen has a bit of a swagger, she's kind of got a bit of the way that she sings, she's got a bit of a smirk on her face, and I really do like her a lot. And her voice is absolutely so buttery, like caramel almost, and I just love that jazzy R&B feel, like I said. All right, let's rewind this a wee bit. Here we go. Absolutely fantastic.
Yes, everybody loves the summertime, but darling, while your arms are out of reach, the summer isn't any friend of mine. It doesn't matter whether skies are gray or blue. It's raining in my heart 'cause I can't be with you. I'm only living for the day you're home to stay, so it might as well rain until September. September. Oh, it might as well rain until September.
Absolutely brilliant. Definitely my favorite version of that song. Like I said, I don't know all of the versions of that song, but I do know 3 other versions of it. And the ones that I do know, that by far and away is so much superior. Although I do like Carole King's original version of the song too, which I think she did chart with. But this one I really do like. There's something about Helen. She is amazing. Now, is anybody else, when I was watching this video, is there anybody else that kind of feels like Amy Winehouse would have really kind of identified with Helen Shapiro? They kind of looked a little bit similar in the way that her hair with the beehive similar, not as big as Amy's was, but I'm really wondering if Amy was influenced by Helen Shapiro. I mean, she very well could have been. I know there are some similarities in them. I mean, they both have a jazzy kind of feel to their music, and an R&B kind of feel. Their voices aren't exactly the same, of course, but they do have that kind of R&B jazzy kind of style to their voice. And they both have a bit of swagger as well. And they were both from London, I know, and they were both Jewish, and they came from the same kind of area. And I know that Helen had a lot of kind of pressure on her at the time to change her last name to something, I guess, a little bit more, less Jewish sounding, I guess. And I know that she really resisted that, and I know that Amy did as well. So kind of some really neat similarities there, but I don't know if anybody else has any input on that. Maybe you could give me your opinion on that, but I do kind of think that I know that Amy was really influenced by a number of girl groups and soul and jazz singers. So maybe she was one of them. I don't know. I have no information on that. So if you guys have any information on that, put it down in the comments. But that was absolutely fantastic. I loved that. And that was another fantastic song written by the amazing duo of Jerry Goffin and Carole King. They absolutely blow me away with their talent, and they just spread it everywhere. There were so many people that they had written for. I'm sorry that we're only going to get to a few this week, but you know what? Better than none. And I'm really enjoying this week, and I hope you guys all are as well. Okay, everybody, don't miss tomorrow. We're going to do more Goffin and King again, and we're getting closer to the end of the week, but we still have some to go. And if you like what I'm doing on the channel, you can show me by liking the video, like I said. And if you'd like to hear other videos that I've done in the past, just look up here at the end of this video. A couple will pop up. Maybe it'll be a Helen Shapiro song, or maybe it'll be something else that Goffin and King wrote. Who knows? Okay, everybody, I think that wraps it up for the day. So everybody have a joyful day, and I will see you all again next time. Bye-bye.